Hi guys, Odeyemi Akin is my name, and in this video, I'm going to be explaining how to use this same trading system for your volatility index. But most especially, I use this trading system on volatility 175. But for the purpose of this video, I will be including all the volatility indices 10, 25, 50, 75, and 100, so that if I will be able to get trading system. Now, look at volatility 25 here. You can see a downward movement. The downward movement was proceeded from the support line here. I mean the resistance. The red line up here is the resistance line. The trend met with resistance and it was actually retrending. It's coming down. You can see the two moving averages, the yellow and the white, they are getting opposed, they are coming together, you know, and the trend keeps coming down. What I look for here is that these two moving averages, the yellow and the white, should come together exactly around the magenta moving average, the big moving average. The three moving averages should be able to converge at a point, and there must be a pop-up, the magenta pop-up. And during that period, the stochastic indicator must also be facing the direction of the trend. Now, let's look at some examples. Look at this example here. Look at the crossover, and the trend was actually below the magenta. The trend was neatly below the magenta moving average. The conversion, I mean the converging, the coming together of the three moving averages were almost at the same point. There was a pop-up. The stochastic indicator was way down. The trade was won. Then let's look at this again. This was the second one. Look at the coming together of almost all the moving averages, very, very close to the magenta. There was a pop-up. The trend was already above the magenta line, which denote uptrend. The MACD also denote up. The trade was won. So the next one here is this. Here, this trade was lost because we are not expected to win every trade. It's not possible. This is not a a an holy grail. It is not a holy grail trading system, and there is no holy grail anywhere. Okay, but in a situation like this, I will rather not trade. Even when this trade was won, I will still rather not trade. The reason being that before the pop-up, you would have seen the MACD. The MACD had already taken a turn coming down before it popped up. Though it was one, but it was very risky. Okay, I'm trying to see if we can actually have a live trade. Then in case of the yellow line, the yellow pop-up, you will only pick the yellow pop-up on the direction of the trend, and when the yellow pop-up pops up at the beginning of the trend. If there is no pop-up at the beginning of the trend, don't trade. You need to be calm. If you are not calm, your fingers will get burnt. Okay. Then in this trade, I didn't take this trade. It was a nice trade. I was watching it. I was looking at it. It wasn't, that was when I just uh, put on the volatility 50 index. So my trading was not yet set. My Binance.com book was not yet set when the pop-up happened. I saw it was a nice one. I just let go of it. Okay. But the yellow pop-up did not pop up at the beginning of the candle. That wasn't an issue. The magenta actually did at the beginning of the candle. Now you could see this trade also. If the yellow pops up at the beginning of the trade, take the trade, or you will just let go of it. So now let's see, you see this trade here, you wouldn't take this trade, would you? Because you need to be able to denote the direction of the market. The last trade was this, which was one. Any of this, you will not try it. You will not. Because it is strictly downtrend and we are only waiting for uptrend. And the only significant uptrend here was already won, which was this trade here. No, the candle before this mark, this trade here. Okay, so now I'm just waiting patiently for a pop-up to come up, so I'll be trading. I will only be trading puts here. You should plan your trading system, your trading before there is pop-up. You would have known what to trade. I will only trade puts here also. So because I'm expecting the trend to go down in direction of the stochastic indicator, I will only trade put here. If I have a call signal, I will not trade. I hope you now understand how I trade it. So your winning rate is much more than the losing. And at times, if you are so patient, you might even have almost all your trades won. Okay, let's wait patiently. I'm going to pause this video and I'm going to wait. The arrow do disappear if the conditions are being reversed. That is why you have to be patient and to make sure that the conditions are met, as in well met, before you pull the trigger. Okay. Odayemi Akinyemi remain opening. I'm going to pause this video for at least a trade or two. Thanks for watching. But guys, you should ensure and make sure the trend. If you are to trade puts, as I'm waiting to trade puts, you should make sure the trend is actually below the magenta color before you trade your puts. When the pop-up comes up, even when the trend is not yet below the magenta, you are not expected to trade. You should only trade when the trend is below the magenta color and when the pop-up confirms it. Now you can see this could be very deceptive. You could see the trend actually got to the magenta and you could see a retracement. On the magenta, it is also a support. So there might be possibly a pop-up on the next candle, but you don't need to trade that. The trend must be under the magenta before you trade. Oh good, this makes it much more easier. So I'll be pausing the video. The trade will be executed on my demo account, on real account, for the purpose of this trading tutorial. Thanks for waiting. As you can see now, the trend is way below the magenta. The trend is also way below. In short, just get to know that the trend is below the magenta, and there is a position of both yellow and white trend line. Any moment from now, we are going to be seeing a pop-up. Then I'll be trading the next candle. And it is so much more better when the pop-up happens on the beginning of the next candle. Let's watch it as it goes. And we'll take the trade in 5 minute expiration on Volatility 100. Thanks for watching and thanks for waiting. Oh shit. You see, I actually took the trade, as I've told you, on my demo account. As the trend was coming up, the new candle was opening, the pop-up was happening, I was trading immediately. I'm going to be putting this on a pause so that you are going to see it. Well, we are still having about 30 minutes to the end of this trading, so let's keep a watch on it. This is volatility 10, and you can see how it's going. But somehow, if you look at the magenta, this magenta is parallel. When you see the magenta parallel this way, it might not be the best time to trade. when the magenta is parallel this way, it is an indecision. It is not the best time to trade. So what I'm not going to trade, I'll just show you. Then you can see the trend is also at the support area. The trend might reverse anytime from now. So now the trend is off. Look at the trade. It's just a one. It's just a one. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Now a live account would have, but in many times I've mistakes while trading on my live account while making tutorial at the same time. So I wouldn't want same mistake to be repeated over and over again. I have to be wise in this. Now let's take a look at volatility 10. And I told you, you see what happened? So I think you need to listen to me when I'm trying to pass a message across. Follow it guidely, demo this, and much more winning trades. Once again, thanks for watching. Odeyemi Akinyemi remain my humble name. Kindly subscribe to this channel if you have not done so. Thank you and God bless you.